Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to Busting Rainbow Six Siege. Today we are myth-busting some pro exploits that are being used in the esports for Rainbow Six Siege right now. And I normally try to stay away from this kind of stuff, but seeing as these exploits are now becoming kind of mass spread on social media, it's time to talk about how to actually counter them and make sure you don't fall for these new exploits until they are fixed. Also, although there is a sound fix coming for console version of the game this week, I don't expect to see any fixes for these bugs in that patch. I expect we'll see this with the 0.1 patch for the season, which could be 1 or 2 weeks away. And also, if you run into teammates who don't know what's going on, send them over to this video so they can get a good explanation of it. So the first one is the Mira window C4 exploit. This actually resulted in the pro scene banning Mira entirely. She is not allowed to be picked in pro games right now. And here is the tweet from Rainbow Six Esports. Now, of course, in the live game for normal players, Mira is still completely available. She is not banned in the game, and that means you can take advantage of the exploit, and of course you got to watch out for it. So let's go over what this bug is. So if Mira places her mirror on a reinforced wall, of course what should happen is that bullets, damage, explosives don't go through to the other side. However, if you place down a nitro cell and then in this example here go around to the opposite side where this operator should be fully protected and you detonate that nitro, the damage will actually go through the mirror window and cause full damage on the other side, killing anyone close enough. Now thankfully there is a way to counter this because explosives go both ways in this exploit, meaning you can actually just throw a frag grenade, either cooking it to detonate right next to the mirror window, killing anyone behind it, or potentially just throwing it and running across the ground so that it detonates and actually destroys the nitro cell that might be pre-placed by the Mira waiting for someone to get close. So you can potentially fully avoid this exploit and potentially take advantage of it as well if there is someone actually right behind that Mira window. But this one at least can be somewhat averted, and of course the other way is just not to go close to the Mira window. Although I'm sure a lot of people would like to, because of course you can melee it and smash that glass. But that is confirmed. Currently this is an exploit and bug that is in the game and is completely usable. I don't expect the developers to disable Mira, but it could happen. Like I say, in the esports scene, they have decided this is a big enough exploit to actually disable her entirely for any pro games. And now on to the second and final exploit, and this is currently being used in the esports scene right now as an exploit to help win games, and this is with castle barricades. Now, just like the Mira exploit, it's possible that Rainbow Six Esports will decide to ban Castle for future games, but at the time of making this video, no decision has yet been taken. And of course, just like the Mira one, on the live game for normal players, Castle is completely accessible as normal, no ban. And like I say, I don't expect either of them to get banned for these exploits at this moment in time. I think more likely we'll just wait for a patch, but could go either way. Again, at the time of making this video, no decision has been taken on that. But anyway, let's get into this exploit and bug for castle barricades right now. So what this is it actually allows you to melee through castle barricades and destroy gadgets on the other side. That means that suddenly your castle barricades are way more resilient than they ever were before. And this can be taken advantage of by not just castle, but any defender. They can walk up and just melee, and as long as you're hitting in the right location, they can hit the gadget on the other side that's trying to destroy the castle barricades. So something that has an effect that goes through the castle so you can visually see it. So that'd be things like Hibana's pellets, cluster charge, hard breach charge, thermite charge. Lots of ways that are used, of course, to get through castle barricades. Now, it's no use against stuff like the Gun 6 or just a normal breaching charge, which you may not know is there and is an instant detonation. But of course, breaching charge usually very risky to place on, say, a door castle barricade because you might get shot in the feet. But there is some ways to counter this exploit. So for instance, if you're Hibana, you might go down to 2 or 4 pellets to destroy a castle barricade. If you actually use 6, it takes too long for the defender to actually melee all 6 of them and you'll still get through. So that is a potential way to avoid that right now. And of course, if there is a defender meleeing your Hibana charged on our side, they are weakening the castle barricade. It will then take less melee attacks from your side to take it down. And although I don't quite feel this exploit is quite as severe as the Mira one, it is definitely up there. It could easily win you a game if your teammate's using it, or you could easily lose a game if the enemy are using it, especially if it's coordinated with the entire team going around meleeing stuff on the other side of castle barricades. Because that will remove a lot of attacker utility that normally would obviously go through the castle barricade and do some significant damage. And certainly that is confirmed. But that is 2 exploits that have affected the Rainbow Six Siege esports, and you will definitely see the impact in your normal games, whether it be casual or ranked, and I expect this not to be fixed for at least a week or 2, but we'll see when they can finally get a patch for both of these very big bugs that are in the game right now. And like I said, if you run into people who don't know what is going on or getting confused by it, send them over to this video so at least they can have an understanding of how it works and how to counter it, so that at least there's less of an impact overall with gameplay. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching this special episode of Busting Rainbow Six Siege, and hopefully you enjoyed these myths and learnt something. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.